Let the afternoon commence. Hey, what's up, my Doku's Jason, and welcoming you back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we did our morning tasks in the Nord Highlands, exploring pretty much all of the south area. This time, Gaius' father has tasked us with going to the northern part. So, I guess first off, what we want to do is we want to go to... Well, I guess we can talk to this person because we need to accept these quests. I've been waiting for you all. Did you have a look at my request? Excuse me. We did. You want us to hold a class for children? What do you want us to teach them, though? Don't worry, it's nothing too difficult. I just want you to teach them a little bit about Erebonia. I see. That explains why you asked us, then. This is a good chance for them to learn about life outside the settlement. They attend Sunday school, so they're fine in regards to regular studies. Might I ask how Sunday school is carried out here? A traveling priest comes by once a month to hold it. We really can't be thankful enough for all of his efforts. When you think about it, the sheer amount of work the church does on such a huge scale really is amazing. Indeed, it's all thanks to the goddess's generosity. Do you have the time to help? If so, I'll call the children over. Yes, we're ready when they are. Thank you. Oh, I meant to say, we want this to be similar to Sunday school, so we'd like just one of you to serve as the teacher. Feel free to pick amongst yourselves, though. Keep in mind that Gaius isn't a candidate. Who's the ideal candidate for this? I believe each of us would have our own unique things to teach here. That's true. I think it might be best to go with Emma then. Actually, I believe believe that you would be the best candidate for this, Reen. What? I was thinking the same thing myself, actually. Social standing is pretty important in Erebonia, and there's a broad variety of opinions about it. But you're kind of a special case, Reen. That's true. His unique position allows him to discuss things from a relatively unbiased point of view. But I think you'd be a good choice, Reen. Even taking your position out of the equation, you're almost always the center of our class anyway. Well, I suppose I can't say no if everyone feels that way, can I? Alright then, I'll do it. Thanks. Well, looks like we're ready to begin. Wonderful. I'll gather the children right away. Alright, we have a special lesson. Is that everyone? I don't see Thelma anywhere, though. Thelma's part of the older group in Sunday school, though, so... Yeah, he's got work to do, too, so he can't come. I see. I was hoping he'd be here, too. Let's get started, then. I'm so excited. Glad to hear it. I think I should introduce myself first. I'm Reen Schwarzer. My friends and I came here from Thor's Military Academy. Thor's Military Academy? You're from the same academy as Gaius, then. School's for studying and stuff, right? What do you study there? Well, we get taught all kinds of things, really. There are the basic subjects like history and math, and being a military academy, we also learn the art of combat. That's the same stuff Lakin and everyone else uses to fight monsters, isn't it? That's so cool. I see you've got a boyish side to you after all. Yeah, despite being a little scaredy cat. I am not. Hey now, there's no need for teasing. Hey, how far is that academy from here? How far? In terms of distance? You came here on something called a train, didn't you? Could you tell us how long that trip took? Oh, that makes it a bit easier. In that case, if we take the transfer times out of the equation, then we were on the train for about 8 hours, I'd say. That's pretty far. Daddy told me the trains are fast too, so it still took that long even then. It must be super far away then. It really is. Though the fact that we still made it here in a day is pretty amazing. Yeah, it'd have taken a lot longer by horse. Can I ask something too? Of course. Right, what's the biggest place in Arabonia? That would be Heimdall, which is our capital city. Heimdall? That's a cool name. Yeah, it sounds strong. That's a unique way to judge it. How many people live there? From what I remember, it's around 800,000 people. 800,000? Is that a lot? Seems like they can't comprehend a number that big just yet. Then again, I can't imagine that many people in one place either. You're not the only one. Of course, you'd never actually see that many people all at once. He seems to be doing just fine. So it seems. A lot of it's common knowledge, though. Well, I'm just glad to see them learning something. He's not a bad teacher. If anyone has any further questions, please feel free to ask. Can I ask something then? Of course. What is it? How long ago was Thor's first built? Gaius told us all about how it has a long history, but I've forgotten exactly when it was made. Thor's was founded around 220 years ago, roughly 30 years after the War of the Lions ended. The founder was none other than Emperor Dragos, a legendary figure in the Empire, and even here in the Highlands. Founding the Academy was one of the last things he did before he passed away. That's a long time. I didn't know Emperor Dragos was the one who founded it. I know who he is too. He was friends with our ancestors, wasn't he? Yeah, he won the war and became the most important person in Arabonia. Yep, that's how he became the Emperor. Hearing you all talk about him really goes to show how deep this connection with Nord was. So, is there anything else you'd like to know? Me, I have a question. Well, it's almost time for us to finish up for the day. Is there anything else you'd like to know before then? I think I've asked everything. Can't think of anything else either. You two really did ask a lot. Oh, hey! Seems like she's not all out just yet. You talked about them before, but what are nobles? Well, you see, there's been a class system in place within Arabonia for a long time now. What's a class system? Could you give me a few minutes to think? I'm not entirely sure how I should answer this. Can I ask as well now that it's been brought up? Go ahead. I'm not sure if either of them will really understand if you try to explain it normally, so could you give us your own thoughts on nobles instead? That might make things easier to understand. That makes giving an answer easier too. Wow, things escalated quickly, didn't they? Indeed. I wonder how he'll answer. This is still a bit tough. I don't think there's really a right or wrong answer, so I'll just have to answer with my heart, I guess. To me... I think nobles are all about the bonds they have with their family. Oh. This is mostly from my own perspective, really. It's not something exclusive to nobles either, but they feel a sense of companionship through the family name that they've been born with. That very sense is what supports them through life and inspires them to work as hard as they can to live up to it. I'm probably not explaining it too well, but that's how I feel. I see. I'm just rambling now, so sorry. No, it's okay. I learned a lot from what you've told us. I didn't really get it, but you sounded really cool. Yeah. So that's how he feels. That was a really thoughtful response. One very like him as well. It was. I'm very impressed, to be honest. Regardless, that should be enough for today. Make sure you thank him now, everyone. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Let me give you something to thank you for taking the time to teach the children. I believe that was a very valuable experience for all of them. I hope they hope they got what I was trying to say. It wasn't exactly the easiest subject matter. We could tell you were really enthusiastic, though, and I think the kids picked up on that, too. She's right. They all seemed to have been really enjoying themselves. Your answer to that final question was rather impressive as well. Yeah, looks like the kids aren't the only ones who learned something new today. I got so caught up in the details that I couldn't really explain myself properly. But I'm glad you guys think I did okay. You should have some more confidence in yourself. At any rate, here's your compensation for playing teacher today. Thank you, ma'am. Well then, I wish you the best of luck on that field study of yours. May the blessing of the winds and the goddess be with you. Alright, well, I guess now let's go ahead and, oh, where do I need to go? Where's the elder's house? I need to find the elder's house. Here it is. Let's go and accept his quest. Welcome. I assume you've seen our request. We did. It mentions that a Caravan made his way out of the settlement on his own. That's correct. He goes by the name of Norton, and he's currently residing here on a vacation of sorts. I believe he said he works for a company called the Imperial Chronicle. I wasn't expecting to hear that name out here. He was quite fervent about the idea of taking photographs of something in the northern region of the highlands. I planned on having you all escort him there in the afternoon, but apparently he was unavailable to wait until then, so he took off by horse on his own. Really? How childish. I assume he simply couldn't control his passion as a photographer. He must be really taken by whatever it is. There are many ruins from the ancient Neolithic civilization in the northern region of the highlands. It's likely that he went to visit the statue of the Guardian there. Guardian? What exactly is this statue? It's one of the most symbolic of ancient relics here in Nord. Legend has it that the Guardian it represents sealed away an evil djinn within the ancient quarry to the north. Wow, that's quite the grandiose legend. At any rate, we should catch up with him as soon as possible. Monsters aren't the only reason the northern region can be dangerous. It's not an area those not from Nord should be traveling across alone. Could you please find him for us and keep him safe? Understood. Leave it to us. Let's make our way out there immediately then. Indeed, we'll need to leave the settlement through the northern entrance. I leave this task in your hands then. Take care now. Alright, well, that's one of our quests obtained. And then what we're going to go ahead and do now is we're going to go down, not here. Where do I want to go? I know he's around here somewhere. Ah, yes, here he is. Hey there, I was waiting for you. How in the world did the fence end up like this? Your guess is as good as mine. Seems like it got broken sometime but just before noon. Unfortunately, some of the sheep have managed to escape too. I doubt there's any need to worry about the monsters getting them, because they're surprisingly fast, but would you be able to go out and find them for me? Gladly. How many sheep managed to escape? 5 of them in total. Based on their hoof prints, it seems like 3 went north and 2 went south. I'd honestly like to search for them myself, but I need to get this fence fixed up first. Otherwise, the rest of them will make a break for it as well. Don't worry, we'll take care of them. Shall we begin the search immediately then? That's probably the best idea, especially with how vast the highlands are. We'll need to make some preparations of our own before leaving though. I agree, heading out there with insufficient supplies is foolhardy. Right, then let's get started once we're ready. Alright, so we have wandering sheep. We need to find 3 to the north, 2 to the south. So, since we've already explored the south, let's just go ahead and go find them in the south. Okay, so the first one's going to be over here by the triangular rock. Huh, found one. I'm surprised it managed to come all the way out here. What are we going to do with the sheep we find? I'll lead the sheep back to the settlement with my horse, but we should leave it guiding them back until we found all 5. Okay, we'll leave it that to you then. Alright, we found the first sheep, and then the second sheep should be right over here. There are only 2 sheep in the southern area. So, if we go up here... Yep, the other one should be just over here. Is that one of them? Yes, that's one of the sheep we're looking for. That's 2 of them. Yes. There are still a few more out there, though. Alright, so I guess I'll meet you guys over by the northern part of the highlands, as that is where we need to head next to take care of the rest of our tasks. The wind here feels so nice. Agreed. It has a different flavor of freshness to it than the winds in the southwestern highlands. Oh, that's due to all the sheer cliffs around here. It gives the wind in this area a unique feel. The winds take many forms, and bestows countless blessings on the people of Nord. Well, I can see why your people place such importance on the wind. Yeah, and the view here is just as nice as the vistas in the southwest too. Anyway, we're all rest up. We should get... What's wrong? Oh, nothing. I was just looking at that cliff over there. Is it just me, or does that look like something's buried in it? Like some kind of giant? What are you going on about? There's no way something... What in Adios name is that? I have no idea. What kind of statue? A kind of statue, maybe? Do you think it's related to the stone circle in the southern reaches of the highlands? Honestly, we don't know all that much about it ourselves. It's an ancient statue said to be the guardian of the Nord Highlands. A guardian, huh? I guess it does give that kind of impression. Emma, you alright? Oh, sorry, I was just stunned speechless by that statue. Well, I can't say I don't understand that feeling of awe. I wonder how massive it must look when you're up close. I'd imagine it's more than likely that the photographer we're seeking is in that area. So we'll need to venture closer regardless. By the way, once we head northeast of the statue, we'll find the ancient quarry. To the northwest is the scenic Lake Lacrima. It's always helpful to get the lay of the land, so there's no harm in visiting both of those sites too. Makes sense to me. Alright, let's get moving. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. There should be some new enemies as well here.
There's mist in the distance. Yeah, it's even higher here than the southern highlands.
Alright, well... Let's go ahead and find some new... We have some new enemies here. We have the White Fangs. Oh dear. Gonna go ahead and have Emma analyze them. And then we'll just keep attacking and defeating them until they are dead. I don't think there's too many new enemies up here, but I could be completely wrong. I think this area may just be chock full of new enemies. But for now, let's go ahead and just keep making our way up the highlands. Oh, look at that, new enemy. We have Zartois? Or Zartos? Because it's a tortoise, like Zartos, I think is just its name. Alright, let's go ahead and have her analyze. There we go. And then let's just get to defeating them. And by keeping heading this direction, we'll find a treasure chest. If we can open the chest, that would be great. There we go. Alright, Tyrrell Balm. And up here, we'll find yet another sheep. Here we go. It looks like this one didn't stray too far from the settlement. Yeah, I believe this is the third sheep. Seems so. Let's keep searching. Alrighty, and now what I want to do... we're gonna go ahead and keep going this direction, as we're going to loop our way around. Even though there are some chests down here, we're gonna just go ahead and loop our way around and kind of make our way up, as we're going to kind of explore this entire section in one go, just to, you know, make things easier on us.
That was easy.
Thanks to you.
Alright, let's go ahead and keep going up this direction.
Oh, we made it all the way to where that giant statue is.
It looks even more massive the closer we get.
To get right in front of it, we'll need to go around the cliff.
Which we will do.
It's a fight.
My turn.
I can do this. Yeah.
All right.
That was easy.
But first things first, if we head down this direction, we'll find yet another treasure chest, which contains dark matter. Interesting. Oh, that enemy already respawned. That's how big this area is. The enemies kind of just tend to respawn. Ooh, we have a new lizard-based enemy, Infant Dragno.
Okay.
Alright, let's go ahead and analyze.
Leave it to me.
Well, that's rude.
My turn.
But it seems they are also very easy to defeat. Except they just, like, attacked me 20 times over.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna go ahead and... Actually... No, I don't. Crap.
Okay, it's safe for now.
Well, we just leveled up, so hopefully that'll fix my issue. Alright, everybody except for Eustace leveled up, which is okay. But that did give Reen a full heal, so I'm not complaining. Alright, so next up, if we come up here, we'll find yet another chest with Earth Pulse. I believe it's not Earth Impulse, but Earth Pulse. And yet another new enemy. We have Stony Croaker. So it's like a stone frog? I think that's what they're going for here. Yep, go ahead and take care of that. These guys are still really simple to defeat, nothing too major.
I can do this. Is everyone okay?
Alright, and now let's go ahead and head over this direction, because if we do, one, we'll find yet another new enemy, but we'll also find some chests, one containing ground bait. Let's go ahead and see what these enemies are. There are hippogriffs.
Leave it to me.
Go ahead and...
It's my turn.
Let's see. If I can get around to Emma.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do her analysis. That's level 30, so they're like pretty much a few levels above us. But let's go and use Flame Slash and see if we can take all these enemies down. Well, we kind of almost did. I mean, that wasn't too bad, actually.
That takes care of them.
And Eustace got a level up from that. And it looks like this one's standing in the way of our other treasure chest.
I can do this. It's my turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and have Gaius use his S-Craft. Alright, now with those enemies defeated, let's go ahead and, if we can, open this treasure chest, which contains Heat Up, which I think Rain kind of already has, if not Elisa does. Uh-oh. Over there. Wait. Is that 3 of them? And all together? No, those are monsters.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Alright, we got Creepy sheep. What a name. Alright, let's go ahead and have her analyze them.
It's my turn.
Which means I'm just gonna have to have Gaius not move. That also put Reen to sleep, so that's Foon. Still an easy monster to defeat, though. Phew, that was unexpected. It really was. Alright, 4 sheep, almost there. Just one more to go. Let's keep searching. Alright, let us do so. Okay, looks like we need to head up this direction. One, we'll find another enemy to defeat. But we'll also find our way to that statue. And here's the guy we were looking for. Impressive. I was taken aback by the size of the stone circle in the southern highlands, but this is on a whole different level. Oh, hello. What brings you all out here? Come to get a good look at the statue, too? Oh, do you think he's... Are you Norton by any chance? Yep, that's me. Have we met before? Do you have some business with me? Phew, we finally found you. We should bring him up to speed. Sounds like I've caused some unnecessary worry for the people of the settlement. We should get back right away, or rather, I'd like to, but I still haven't finished taking all my photographs I need. Would you mind waiting a bit longer while I finish up? Well, I can't really fault you for being fascinated. It really is impressive. I doubt there's anything like this anywhere else on the continent. Actually, you might be surprised to know that there is. This isn't the only such statue I'm aware of. There's a similar one on Brenonia Island, way out to the west. Wait, Brenonia Island? Isn't that where Group B was sent? Huh, I had no idea there were more of these around. No one knows any more about the statue on Bryonia Island than they do about this one. But I'm currently taking pictures of ruins and ancient sites like this. Taking photographs of this area was the reason I came to the Nord Highlands in the first place. Gaius told us that the people of Nord refer to this statue as the guardian of the region. Yeah, the old legends say that this statue was here long before our ancestors came from the east, and that they settled to this land only with its permission. When I saw it, I was immediately reminded of the legend of the Great Knight. You know, now that you mention that, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. No doubt, the tale originated during the Dark Ages and spread throughout the Empire. When the land roils with the tide of war, a colossal knight, wreathed in flame, will come forth to quail the conflict. That's the general gist of it anyway. What do you mean by that? Well, each region has its own variant of the tale. They all maintain a knight as the central figure, but like all such tales, its veracity is questionable at best. Though it's certainly one of the most mysterious of the legends passed down in the Empire. I see. It does seem like the statue could mesh with that story too. I wonder if they're related somehow. What was that? Are you okay? I'll be alright. Nothing to worry about. Anyway, I've come all the way out here, so would you mind waiting until I'm done photographing the site? I promise I'll head back to the settlement with you as soon as I'm done. Well, it doesn't seem like the wildlife have much of an interest in this area. He should be safe here on his own, even if we head out somewhere else for a while. Agreed. Alright, we'll swing by again in a little while to check on you. Okay, thanks. I'm sticking to this general area, so it won't be hard to find me again. Go on and take your time. Very well, let's be on our way. Alright, so this will cause the story to advance.
Let's get going.
And so for now, what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and get off here, as there should be Yep, should be a fishing spot in which we have a new fish to look for. Which is a salamander.
What is this?
Yep, it's our 9th fish. So, I think there's, what, did we say 14 or 20? I don't remember exactly how many fish I looked at in the game, but, you know, we're pretty much making good progress on them, I'd say. I'm gonna go ahead and just fish the rest of the ones that are here, mainly because it'll get our CP up, so it's, you know, it's pretty useful. But since, you know, bringing him back will cause the main story to advance, we need to finish up some tasks around here first.
Not bad.
First off, let's go ahead and get on our horse, and we're going to make our way over here and explore kind of pretty much the rest of this area. Okay, so, let me look at the map here. So I think this leads to, oh, this way leads to the northern mountains. I don't think the area falls within the scope of our field study. We should turn back. Okay, so that's something completely different. We'll get into that in another game.
Bring it on. Go.
It's my turn. Now. It's my turn.
Alright, let's go ahead and just keep fighting these enemies.
That was it.
Okay, so I want to head over here. Now they did say we could, our Gaius did say we could technically go and explore Lake Lacrima, but I think we're going to save that for a little later, as I think we will have to go there at some point. And so, like, it's not a bad idea to, save it for later. For now, however, I'm going to go ahead and grab this chest, which appears to be a trap chest.
Here they come. Be careful, everyone.
And looks like we need to take care of these guys. Let's go ahead and do a Molten Rain. Go ahead and do a Rush. Why not?
Leave it to me. All right.
Then we'll let Gaius do... let's go and have Gaius do Airstrike, since that's he's got free CP.
My turn.
And then we'll do a Flame Slash with Rain.
It's my turn. Gleaming Glow.
Leave it to me.
Alright, and then we'll have Gaius do Gale Stinger. And that'll take care of that, with everybody getting a level up.
Nicely making.
Nice.
Alright, we got Harvest.
Yeah.
Very good.
We have the advantage.
Here we go.
Okay, so we need to head down this way next, because we'll find our last sheep over here. There it is. It appears to be safe. That's a relief. This should be the last of the sheep. Good, good. We should let Watari know when that we found them all. Alright, we found all the lost sheep. Ah, and here we go, all fixed up. Everything should be fine now, I hope. Yeah, they won't be able to get out again. Thanks for tracking them all down. I'm sure they're relieved to be back with their buddies. I'm certain. It certainly looks that way. I'm amazed by how well Gaius led them back here. Likewise, it wouldn't have been nearly as simple a task for the rest of us. It's just a matter of experience. Either way, the sheep are safe now. So here, take this as my thanks. Did these come from the sheep? Yep, it's good stuff, so eat up whenever you're feeling hungry. Thank you very much. Alright, task complete. So, now what I want to do is, I'm trying to figure out, like, pretty much what I want to do here, because, like, I don't remember. It says the main story will advance if we talk to, if we do talk to Norton, and there's still just a few more tasks that we can take on here, and I want to go ahead and do them without having to worry about, I don't know. It's like, I don't want to have to worry about, like, trying to, you know, get screwed out of completing certain tasks. So, what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to head to Zender Gate. Okay, and here in Zender Gate, let's go ahead and talk to, Cheryl. Gaius? Wow, I didn't know you were back. Hey Cheryl, it's been a while. How are things going with Thoma? They're going fine. He even took me down to the settlement on the back of his horse not that long ago. It was really fun, too. Everyone there's so kind and their lifestyle's so interesting. Glad to hear it. Thoma was happy about having a friend at his age from Erebonia, too. Here's hoping the two of you continue to get along together. Of course. Hey, Gaius? Something wrong, Cheryl? Oh, no, it's nothing like that, but would you mind if I asked you something? Of course not. Go for it. Really? Well then, wouldn't you happen to know what Thoma's favorite color is, would you? I can't say for sure. I think he's told me before, but I can't remember. Sorry. Oh. Hey, you're the girl who Thoma likes to visit, aren't you? Are you planning on giving him something? Thought so. What exactly do you have in mind? Well, I was actually thinking about making him a scarf. That sounds like a good idea. Oh, that's why you wanted to know his favorite color. Could you keep this a secret from him? I want it to be a surprise, so please. Of course, don't worry. We promise we won't tell him. Though the issue of what color to make still remains. Would asking him yourself be out of the question, guys? I'm not sure that would be wise. It's not really something we would normally talk about, so it might strike him as odd if I ask out of nowhere. Yeah, I can see him getting suspicious. That's not true for the rest of us, though. We should be able to slip into conversation with him catching on. Or without him catching on. He'll never suspect anything like that. Yeah, that should work. Let's go ask him then, shall we? Thank you so much. Alright, so we have to go talk to, Thoma then. So, back to the settlement.
Let's get going. Here.
Okay, here he is. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Looking good, Thoma. Hello, everyone. Do you need something from me? Oh no, we were just impressed by how hard you're working. You've been going at it since this morning. Aren't you tired? Not at all. I'm not quite as strong as Gaius is, but I still have a duty to set a good example for Sheeta and Lily. That's quite the respectable mindset. It must be nice to have a sibling as admirable as yours, Gaius. Thanks. What can I say? I'm proud to be his bro. Hey, it's kind of embarrassing to have said that to your face, isn't it? That aside, I'm sort of curious about those outfits you and the others wear. Are they all handmade? Of course. The fibers used to make them come from our sheep here, and the dyes we use on them mainly come from plants, although we also use certain ores and soils to color them too. Each color has a specific meaning as well. White represents the earth, blue represents the sky, and then there's green, which ties it all together, representing the wind and harmony. That's fascinating. Yeah, I didn't realize there was such meaning behind them. Can I ask which of the three colors you like the best? Well, I'd have to go with green myself. The wind is kind of special to us after all. That certainly makes sense. I guess I should have guessed that much. What's wrong? Did I say something weird? Come to think of it, I didn't really give the rest of you a chance to say anything, did I? I'm sorry. No need to worry. You were just answering our questions after all. Well, if you say so. Anyway, we should probably let you get back to work. Indeed, we have our own tasks to get to as well. Yeah, you're right. Good luck with the rest of them. The rest then, Thoma. Thanks. Be careful out there. All right, let's head back to Cheryl and let's give her the good news. All right, Cheryl. We got what you needed. Oh, hello everyone. Did you manage to find anything out? Yeah, seems like green's his favorite color. Really? Did he mention why? He said it's because green represents the wind to the people of Nord. Ah, that makes perfect sense then. The wind's as special to them as Adios herself, after all. You really care for Thoma, don't you? That's not... Well, he's a really important friend is all. Either way, thank you for asking him. Now, I don't need to waste time worrying about what color to make it. Glad to be of help. I wish you luck with it. Thank you. Oh hey, I gotta give you guys something in return for helping out like that. Here, take this. It's one of our famous dishes here. Thanks. Alright, quest complete. And now, I guess we can head back to,
Let's get going.
head back to the northern part of the Nord Highlands and escort, what's his face, Norton back. Also gonna go ahead and go out of our way real quick just to grab this trap chest here.
It's a treasure chest.
Bring it on. My turn.
As we are definitely going to need to fight these enemies. Or I guess we just need to fight these enemies to get the treasure.
Leave it to me.
Go ahead and have Gaius use his S-craft again.
It's my turn. Turn to flame. Now. Yeah. You okay?
Okay, that didn't work.
Yeah. Gleaming good.
Alright, there we go.
Fire.
My turn. All right.
That was easy.
Alright, we get Bayako.
Wow, that's one towering waterfall. I'll say, it must be at least a 500 arch drop.
Yeah, which is a good thing why we can't, fall down from it. Because otherwise, we'd be screwed. But, since we got that sheep there, we actually were not able to get a chest in this area. So, yep, here it is. Let's go ahead and grab that chest, which contains more Sepith. And then let's head back over to the, statue where we can take Norton back to the settlement. I still haven't finished taking all the photographs I need. I shouldn't be too much longer, so would you mind waiting a bit more? Alright then, we'll stay here until you've finished up. Okay, I'll try not to keep you waiting too long. Thanks a million for escorting me back here. I really appreciate it. Thanks to you, I was able to photograph the statue to my heart's desire. I'm just glad you made it back safe and sound. Yeah, let's go tell the elder. There seems to be quite a commotion over there. What? That's... It looks like there's been an orbital car accident. But why here? Isn't that the gentleman we fulfilled the request for this morning? The very same. That's the settlement's doctor, Amar. He couldn't have been the one responsible, could he? Never mind that, we need to take a closer look. Amar, are you hurt? Gaius, I'm alright. Sorry for worrying you. What happened here? I was on my way back from gathering herbs in the mountain forest to the north, when all of a sudden I lost control of the vehicle. Was anyone injured? I suffered a few bumps and bruises, but other than that, fortunately not. I'm just relieved I didn't end up hurting anyone. I'm glad you know your injuries are light, Amar. Thanks be to the winds and the goddess. Still, how does one lose control of a vehicle in an area as open and free of obstructions as this? Did you simply lose your concentration for one moment? No, of course not. This car is extremely important to all of us here. I wouldn't dream of driving it carelessly. I'm still not sure what caused it. When I was nearing the settlement, the steering wheel started feeling oddly stiff. Fortunately, the brakes were still functional, otherwise I dread to think what might have happened. I see. Elisa? Let's see. Elisa, do you think you can work out what went wrong? Possibly. You might say it runs in the family. How could I forget? It stands to reason that the scone of the Reinford group would be quite handy in mechanical matters, even if she does pretend she wants nothing to do with her family anymore. Could you mind your own business? What you say, though, it's not as true as it used to be. There are some professional engineers at the Reinford company who can't even perform basic maintenance work. Wow, standards in higher education must be slipping. When you compare it to the Zest Central Factory in Liberl, the Reinford group is getting far too big for its own good. All those giant vertically structured divisions, each of their own subdivisions. It sounds as though becoming the Empire's largest corporation brought its own share of new issues. So how have you managed to figure out what the problem was? Or I guess that's have you managed to figure out what the problem was? I think so. It looks like there was a contact failure in the quartz circuit near the engine. That's probably why you suddenly had difficulty steering even though it was fine just before. I see. Do you think you can repair it? I doubt it. I can diagnose, but I'm no technician. I think we'll need to call in a professional to fix it. I suppose that means we'll have to ask someone from Zender Gate. I'm impressed. I can see that Thor's military academy has more to be proud of than just its famous founder. Elder Ivan, Dad. I'm sorry it took us so long to get here. I'm relieved to see that Norton made it back safely. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, no trouble at all. It sounds like you've been able to work out the cause of the problem here. That was all thanks to Elisa. It was nothing, really. There is no shame in being proud of your accomplishments. Well, I'm glad we've gotten this squared away. We've got something of a problem. What do you mean? This is the settlement's only vehicle. Having it out of commission is going to make things pretty inconvenient around here. The sooner we can get it fixed, the better. I see. In that case, is there anything we can do to help? Are you sure? This isn't a part of your field study, you know. I would respectfully disagree. You've treated us to such good food and shown us such hospitality. I want to do what I can to help. But actually repairing the truck is a bit above my skill level. Still, it would be discourteous of us to not at least make an attempt to assist our hosts. Thanks, everyone. If you insist, we'd be more than grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you could bring out someone who could do the repairs, that would be great. That sounds like the best course of action. Should we head to Zender Gate and see if they can spare a mechanic? Actually, I have someone else in mind. Someone far more keen than an army technician for things of this sort. Up near Lake Lacrima in the northern highlands lived an elderly man from the Empire. I'm sure he'll be able to fix the truck for us if we ask him. True, the hermit could have this fixed in no time at all. A hermit, you say? Yeah, he moved here from the Empire a couple of years ago. He's been extremely good to all of us since he's been here. An old man from the Empire who's more reliable than an army technician. It couldn't be. Lisa? So you want us to go and call this man for you then? If you'd be so kind. There's no hurry though. If you have other things you need to do, by all means do that first. Either way, we'll need to clean up the site of the accident before anything else. Just handle it as you might if it were a part of your field study. Will do. Okay everyone, let's finish up anything we have left to do, then head for the cabin at the lake. Lake Lacrima is in the northern highlands. We'll need to head north to the guardian statue, then due northwest from there. We should set out on horseback at once. Alright, that's all the quests, or that's those quests complete, and with everything else, all we have to do is head towards Lake Lacrima. And next time on The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, we go there in search of that mysterious hermit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like, treeps out a ton. Make sure to subscribbly dibbly dibbly if you're not already. And I will see you guys all later.
Right.